Welcome to Tech Talk, where we dive deep into the fascinating world of technology. Today, we're exploring some of the hottest topics: AI advancements, cybersecurity, quantum computing, and sustainable tech innovations. Yep, sounds exciting. So, what's buzzing in the tech realm right now? All this talk about large language models and AI turning into everyday tools? Absolutely. The emergence of large language models, or LLMs, integrated into almost every application is nothing short of revolutionary. I mean, we're talking about everything from generating creative content to even assisting with medical diagnoses, right? Exactly. It's like they're becoming the Swiss Army knives of technology. But, along with that power comes some hefty ethical questions. Indeed, right. The ethical side of all this is massive. How do we handle potential biases in training data or, misuse in surveillance? That's where things get tricky. Ethical implications are, paramount. On one hand, you have this incredible potential for progress, and on the other, you face risks like biased outcomes, privacy invasions, and even impacts on employment. It seems like a double-edged sword, doesn't it? The same marvel that helps us now could be a challenge tomorrow. Precisely. And speaking of challenges, cybersecurity is front and center in this discussion. With the surge in AI-driven data processing, robust security frameworks are absolutely vital. True, it's no longer just firewalls and antivirus software. Now it's about multi-factor authentication, regular updates, and even zero-trust architectures. Yep. The concept of trust nothing, verify everything is basically the new mantra. With remote work becoming so commonplace, our digital perimeters have, become really blurred. Yep, definitely. But sometimes I wonder, are we really keeping up with these evolving threats? It often feels like our strategies are a step behind the hackers. I totally get your point. While advancements in encryption and threat detection are ongoing, the sophistication of cyber attacks increases at a breakneck pace. It's an arms race, really. Yeah, that's a fair point. Shifting from security topics a bit, what about the buzz around quantum computing and sustainable technology? Those seem to be making waves too. Oh, for sure. Quantum computing. It's like a real mind-bender. Even though we're still, mostly in the theoretical phase when it comes to practical applications, its potential is staggering. And sustainable technology? That's absolutely critical for future progress. Yeah, no doubt. There's this growing need to not only innovate but also to ensure that our advances are sustainable, right? Otherwise, it's like building castles on sand. Right, exactly. Some might say the hype around quantum computing overshadows more immediate, practical innovations that we need today, like improving energy efficiency and storage through sustainable tech. I see what you mean. I like that perspective. It's a balance of long-term vision and immediate necessity. Absolutely. And when you think about just how interwoven these technologies are becoming in our daily lives, it really puts things into perspective. From automating tasks with AI to securing our digital lives, everything's connected. Yep, it's all converging. Kind of like living in a sci-fi movie, right? But with all these advancements, one has to ask, are the ethical and security measures up to par for such rapid transformation? That's a great question. I'd say that while there's been significant progress, our governance systems and cybersecurity frameworks are often playing catch-up. It's like having a super-fast car without quality braking systems. Yeah, that's a solid analogy. It definitely underscores the need for continuous improvements and innovation in governance. Now, what do you see as the next big tech trend, looking forward? Well, aside from the obvious evolution in AI and cybersecurity, I see a lot of promise in, human-computer interfacing becoming more intuitive. Imagine our minds syncing with machines in ways that make our interactions seamless. It's like the ultimate tech-enhanced partnership. That would be a real game-changer. But isn't there a concern that such developments might detach us from some of our essential human interactions? A fair challenge. While the idea of direct mind-machine collaboration sounds like sci-fi magic, we have to be cautious about the social and ethical impacts. making sure that this tech truly augments our human capabilities rather than replacing the human essence. Yes, balance is key. Exactly. And with tech evolving so quickly, it does put a lot of pressure on individuals and organizations to adapt. What's one piece of advice you'd offer to our listeners who want to stay ahead of these trends? I'd urge them to keep learning, whether it's following reputable tech sources, engaging in online communities, or even just experimenting with new technologies. Curiosity, as we always say, really is the engine of progress. Absolutely, never stop exploring. I love that. Yet, sometimes it feels like trying to catch a moving train. Tech moves so fast these days. That's true, and yeah, it can feel a bit overwhelming. But small, steady steps really add up over time. It's not a sprint, it's more of a marathon with periodic sprints, if you will. Exactly, slow and steady wins the race. Speaking of sprints, let's come back to our earlier point on cybersecurity. You mentioned zero-trust architectures. Do you really think that's the silver bullet? Or are there gaps still to be addressed? Well, zero trust is definitely a strong strategy. Trusting nothing by default really reshapes how we secure systems. But, it's not a silver bullet by itself. There are always challenges like implementation complexity and sometimes user pushback. It's a critical tool, but it works best as part of a broader layered defense. I can see that. It's good to hear a balanced view on this. So, as we wrap things up, where do you see the intersection of these innovations taking us in the near future? Honestly, it's like a perfect storm of innovation. AI, cybersecurity, quantum computing, and sustainability are all pushing towards a future where technology is deeply embedded in our lives, transforming how we work, live, and connect. It's as if our digital and physical worlds are, merging seamlessly. Right on. That's a vivid picture. And with that, it really comes down to adaptability. We need to be resilient, always ready to learn and evolve along with the tech. Can't agree more. The pace is fast, but with curiosity and constant learning, we're poised to adapt and thrive. Yep, indeed. What a ride this has been, covering everything from the nuances of AI ethics to the future of quantum computing and sustainability. It sure has been. And thank you for joining in on this deep dive today. Let's all remember to stay curious, stay secure, and keep pushing the boundaries of what technology can do. Thanks for this enlightening chat. Until next time, keep your tech senses sharp and your learning engines running strong. Goodbye, everyone.